everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Jill, otherwise known as the Enlightened Target, and this channel is devoted to narcissistic abuse awareness and recovery, parental alienation, complex post-traumatic stress disorder, and anything and everything associated with those three main topics. Today we're going to talk about a defense mechanism called projection. And trust me when I tell you, if you have been in a relationship with a narcissist, then you have been subjected to the narcissist projection. Projection is an unconscious defense mechanism of the human ego, and everyone does it. Basically, projection is the process of displacing one's own unacceptable, uncomfortable, or undesirable feelings or impulses onto someone else. That way, the person who is experiencing those undesirable feelings can avoid confronting them and dealing with them personally because they've projected them onto someone else. And as I mentioned, everybody does it. However, when we are talking about defense mechanisms of the human ego, narcissists have superhuman levels of all ego defense mechanisms. And psychological projection is no exception to this rule. Plus, because narcissists utilize projection so much, you can definitely use it to your advantage. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I would like to invite you to please subscribe and hit that notification bell because I put out new videos every week. Also, I am now partnering with BetterHelp. So if you would like to get in contact with a licensed online therapist, I have a link in the description that can get you in contact with a therapist. If you are interested in narcissistic abuse recovery coaching with me, please visit my website or send me an email. Both are linked in the description below. So today we're talking about the narcissist and projection, which is also one of your most valuable tools that you can use to your advantage. Because through projection, the narcissist is telling on themselves. They are revealing to you exactly who they are and what they are guilty of doing, but they're unaware that they're doing it. The narcissist will accuse you of what they are actually guilty of doing or planning on doing. They will project all of their deep suppressed feelings of shame and inferiority onto you because essentially they do not want to acknowledge or deal with them. So by projecting these feelings onto you, they preserve their fragile ego and are able to maintain the beliefs of the false self, which is telling them that they are special, superior, and perfect. And if you pay attention and do not become defensive and listen to what they're telling you, then you will know exactly what they're up to. Again, through projection, the narcissist tells on themselves and they reveal exactly what they're guilty of. Essentially, projection is an unconscious way of denying the existence of something inside of oneself and attributing it to someone else. The narcissist externalizes or projects their personal disturbing feelings, traits, and behaviors that do not align with the beliefs about the false self onto someone else. And if you are the significant other of a narcissist, or the child of a narcissist, or the friend of a narcissist, then that means you. Basically, narcissists project any and all personally unacceptable or unwanted characteristics, flaws, thoughts, emotions, actions, and feelings onto you. So let me give you some typical examples of how narcissists use projection. One really common one is the narcissist accuses you of cheating or being disloyal to your marriage or your relationship, and you haven't ever considered being disloyal, and you're confused as to why in the world he or she would think that you're cheating. Well, that's because the narcissist is either thinking about cheating or is already cheating. Another typical one is that the narcissist will accuse you of being a liar. That's my all-time favorite projection and is offensive on so many levels when it comes out of the mouth of a narcissist, because as we all know, narcissists are pathological liars. Another possible one might be that the narcissist accuses you of spending too much money on frivolous things that are a waste of money. Then I would suggest you take a look at the bank records for some pretty major purchases that he or she hasn't mentioned to you. Another common one that I hear from a lot of my coaching clients is the narcissist tells them that they, the victim, are abusive, that the narcissist, has a miserable existence because they have had to tolerate years and years of being exposed to your dysfunction and abuse. And of course, that is not true, and deep down, victims know that. However, you would be surprised how successful narcissists can be at actually getting the victim to accept these projections as truth, especially those of you who have been subjected to narcissistic abuse for years and years. The psychological manipulations take a toll on a victim, and many times they will indeed accept this distorted, manipulated version of reality as fact, when the truth is, all the narcissist is doing is projecting their abusive, negative, deplorable personality and character traits onto you. So now that we understand what projection is and the different ways that the narcissist will use it, now let's talk about ways that you can deal with it, as well as use it to your advantage. First and foremost, the number one rule is do not take what they are saying personally. I know that's hard to do when you're being accused of doing and being horrible things. But the moment you buy into what they are saying to you is the moment that you give away all of your power to the narcissist. Do not defend yourself against the things that they are saying about you. You know this isn't true. This is a trap, and the narcissist is baiting you into an argument that only serves to confuse you, anger you, upset you, harm you, all the while giving the narcissist tons and tons of narcissistic supply by engaging. Don't take what they're saying personally. Do not absorb the things they're telling you. These are projections of who and what the narcissist is, not you. So rule number one, do not buy into the lie. Don't absorb the projection. Another tip I have for you is to listen to what they're telling you very carefully, because he or she is revealing exactly who and what they are, or what they have done or are planning to do. So pay attention, because if you listen without getting defensive, you're going to have a pristine understanding to exactly what's going on in the narcissist's life. So tip number two, pay attention, and you will have the answers to any questions or concerns you might have in regard to the narcissist's behaviors or character. Another critical point to make here is you need to be very mindful not to project your personality or character traits onto the narcissist. Projection can work both ways, and a huge mistake that highly empathetic people make is we will project how we think and feel onto other people. We mistakenly assume that other people, for the most part, come from a good place with good intentions. And this is a terrible mistake, especially if you're dealing with a narcissist. Narcissists do not think, feel, or believe as we do. They do not value the things that we value. And if you project your core character traits and values onto a narcissist, then you're going to be in for a rude awakening. So while it's important not to absorb the narcissist's projections onto you, it's equally as important not to project your personal beliefs, values, and feelings onto the narcissist. Okay, that's going to do it for today's video. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and please subscribe to my channel. Also, follow me on Facebook and Instagram. The links are in the description below. Thanks for watching, everyone.